Okay, a lot of people are getting an in-game notification saying that Padme is coming to the game as a legendary event. And I know I've given away numerous times an 8-star midriff Padme, but I'll take this Padme any day. She isn't all white, but this is prior to that battle scene where it was torn off, and there she is. Doesn't she look great? She's been like hidden in the game files, I think, ever since the game came out. Like, we've had like glimpses of that she might be coming to the game, and what we just saw right there was maybe a new playable character. I'm not really sure. Right there, we've got a calamari Jedi. And then, you know, on side of the Wikipedia page, I found out his name is Nadar Veeb. And he trained under Kit Fisto. Now, I'm fully expecting that we're going to get touch-ups of all the Jedi that participated in that Battle of Geonosis. You know, that's the one where the B2 was introduced. That's where Jango is fought Mace. They got Dooku there. We've got all the Geonosians. And then we also had the clones jump in at the very end. And most importantly, there were tons of Jedi that are not even in the game, or a lot of the Jedi that have been in the game from the beginning that need to be retouched, because we've already got the retouch of General Kenobi, Anakin, who's amazing, by the way, and Ahsoka. And then also, if we're going to be getting Padme, I just want to say, it does make sense to me that maybe there will be another unique added to Jedi Knight Anakin and a Zeta. Maybe some sort of unique like we've been seeing with Revan and Bastila on both the dark and the light side. That would make a lot of sense to me if we would eventually get a Zeta for Jedi Knight Anakin, and that has to do with the synergies that he's going to get with Padme. Now, what is going to be required for this event? How are we going to get her? What is going to happen? They say that it's going to require Separatists, and this is going to be a legendary event. And they say it's going to be arduous. And arduous is a very specific word, and I don't like to pick apart definitions, like the difference between very difficult and difficult, but arduous has a very, very, very specific meaning. My goodness, taxing, difficult, hard, heavy, laborious, burdensome, strenuous, vigorous, backbreaking. Now, if I were to describe an event that was like that, I would say the Malak event was burdensome. I would say the Malak event was taxing. I would say that the Malak event was strenuous and backbreaking. And what that means to me, given the posts that we've seen from the lead producer, Carrie, who pretty much made reference to Wales complaining about not having enough exclusive content. And then when someone said, there's no defense of it, still doesn't make no sense. You just didn't hurt the free-to-play players. I don't know what's considered a whale, but $1,000 in a year on a game, which is ridiculous and still not competitive. Do you guys expect people to pay $4,000 to $5,000 to catch up? And you know what she said? Yeah. I don't know if it should have been said. She says, expect, yeah, I'd say to some degree. Want, not for anybody whom it is unpalatable. What I want is for the people at the tip of the spear to get him, and for most of the next wave of people to get him when he next comes around, more like Treyas. So, if the event is tuned like Malak, what can we expect? And we're going into speculation land right here. But here are the Separatists, and only 7 stars are going to be going. We will see if the requirement is that they have to have 17,500, which means they have to be Gear 12 or have a Zeta. And so a lot of people don't have the B1 or the Droideka yet. In fact, they were just made farmable today inside of hard nodes. B1 is in a fleets and Droideka is in a regular hard node. And so you can farm 5 nodes a day. Maybe you'll get 1.5. You know, you figure you've got like a 1/3 chance per simmable to get a character. So 5 nodes a day is like not quite 1.5 characters. You know what I mean, but around there. And, you know, a lot of people are also still upset about the shift from 8 back to 5, although I'm not really sure how long it should have stayed at 8. It just seems like it was there for a long time. But if I look at these characters here, there's really not a lot of synergy within them. Like Asajj really doesn't have a lot of synergy with any of the other characters. She's primarily a Night Sister, even though she has the Separatist tag. Dooku, same thing. He has the Separatist tag, but most of the synergies and teams that I've seen Dooku in the past are Sith teams, where the primarily strengths and the strongest characters when they work together is going to be the Separatist droids with General Grievous, B2, Droideka, and B1. So if this is going to be an arduous event that is difficult, and there's going to be the 17,500 requirement, we will see. Then also, what are the synergies going to be? Now, I know a lot of people have the Genoshans geared up quite a bit because of the ships. Maybe there's going to be reworks of some of these characters. The Genoshans, I think a lot of people have geared up because the ships were very good for a time, but the individual characters are so-so. I mean, there's still some use. Some people use Genoshans versus Phoenix inside of territory wars. I understand there's some uses for them, but really, like Poggle is a character that was briefly good, 3 years ago, but not that great today. There is a team with new cheese, new leadership was interesting, but primarily the strengths of the Separatists right now and the way that they stand is all inside of the droids. And we're going to see what this event is going to be like, because I think the reason why the Malak event went down the way it did was that they wanted to make Darth Revan as rare as Jedi Knight Revan. 12,000 people who are registered at SWGoH.gg, which is not the entire community, but a lot of the people, I'd say most of the people in my guild are registered on SWGoH.gg. The number of people that got Jedi Knight Revan the first time around was about 12,000 people. And then Darth Revan, there was more people got. And the reason why that happened was because I think we had more time to plan, and there was a lot of foreshadowing. There were some leaks that turned out to be true. I think most of the community was ready for Darth Revan, which led to a reaction from the whales, I guess, according to Carrie's post, where they were complaining that Darth Revan wasn't exclusive enough and they wanted it. So that led to Malak being more difficult. And I don't really like this idea that I'm saying right now. I'm saying these words out of my mouth and it makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm not sure I really like the way the direction of the game is going. But Malak was more exclusive, and the reason why Malak was more exclusive is because we had 1 day notice. The event was 3 days long. The event was very hard, and it had the 17,500 requirement. Now, the other thing that I want to know is, what is the gearing like going to be on Padme? Are they going to use those brand new gear, which is just forcing players to spend money if they want to use the character right away? It really preys on whether or not you're being impatient or not. We will see, but that seems to be a trend with Darth Revan and Malak. Darth Revan required 5,600 cores if you wanted to speed up and get Darth Revan geared up quickly, and Malak was double that amount. We will have to see with Padme on how that works. So I'm fully expecting this to be a very challenging event, similar to Malak. I'm sorry, and the reason why I'm saying that is because of the way that Carrie has been responding to people on Twitter, basically saying the whales complained and it was tiresome, going back and forth between the two factions of whales complaining things aren't exclusive enough, and the free-to-play players saying, oh, you're catering too much to the whales. And then this comment here where she basically answers the question directly, do you guys expect people to pay $4,000 to $5,000 to catch up? And she says, yeah, that's just the way the game is. And so for me, I'm not going to push anymore to get things the first time around. Knowing that the game is geared around people to spend a lot of money, I rather just take my time and be prepared the second time around and not stress out. I'm kind of getting out of the panic farming. But maybe this event, I mean, I don't think that everything should be free and able to get the first time around. I don't believe that also, but I don't like how I feel when I stress out about being number one and getting it first. I mean, preying on my competitive nature because I'm a competitive person and got to finish first, and I just don't like that. But I am excited about Padme. I'm excited about new Clone Wars content. I'm excited about the directions the game's going, and being that it's Clone Wars and maybe we'll get more stuff from the Clone Wars. I mean, I'm just excited. I love KOTOR, but I'm kind of glad to get away from it. So, guess what the giveaway is going to be today? You guys know what the giveaway is going to be. I've given this one way before, but we have to do it one more time in honor of the Padme that's coming to the game. But I really hope you liked this video today, because if you did, you are in luck. For every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star midriff Padme. This is not a scam. I'm a little disappointed, but honestly, I didn't think they were going to bring this character to the game. She's just a meme, guys. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.